Welcome everyone to our chair yoga practice for today. By following this video, you release me of any liability and you're doing your poses at your own risk. Remember, as always, just do what is right for you, honoring your body. If I tell you to do something you shouldn't do, then don't do it. So let's begin by just bringing our hands together at our heart center, softly closing your eyes. You can dip your chin softly downward and just connect to your breath. Starting to bring all of your awareness, all of your attention to the inhale and the exhale. Starting to let the outside world dissolve away, turning inward for your practice. Starting to feel the body relax with each exhale, sinking downward toward the earth. And the mind starting to grow calm and still. And then release the hands to the lap, keeping your eyes closed. On the next exhale, allow the chin to fall fully into the chest. Pause here. Connecting to the breath, feeling the back of the neck, the shoulders releasing down. And then slowly begin to windshield wipe your chin from shoulder to shoulder, pausing briefly on each side, going 2 rounds per side, slow and deliberate. Pausing once again with the chin and the chest at center, and inhaling the head back up. Keeping the eyes closed, take a breath in on an exhale, turning your head to the left, bringing that chin toward the left shoulder, pause. And then on the next exhale, dropping the chin downward toward the collarbone, feeling the stretch in the right side of the neck. On the next inhale, bring the chin back to the shoulder. Exhale, turning the head back to center. Take a breath in. Exhale, turning the gaze right. Pause. And then dropping the chin down toward the collarbone. Inhale, chin to shoulder. Exhale, back to center. Softly open the eyes. Inhale the arms above the head, palms connect, look up if it's safe for you. Exhale, lowering the palms down to heart center. Spine stays long, but gaze is at the fingertips. One more, inhale up, stretching up. Exhale, gaze comes down at the fingertips. And then bring the head back up. Extend the elbows out to the side, maybe lifting them up just a little bit, palms still connected. Take a breath in on the exhale. Push in to your palm and turn the head the opposite way. Inhale, center, and push the opposite way, turning the head opposite way of the elbow. And we come back to center. We're going to make a circle now. So we're going to push that arm off to the side. It grows tall. And exhale, lowering down to the opposite side, coming back to center. And then the other way, going up, circling around, coming back down to center. Releasing the hands to the kneecaps, seated cat and tilt, 2 rounds. So on our inhale, we're going to bring the chest forward, arching the back, look up, elbows are bent. On the exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin, bring the navel in toward the spine, elbows grow straight. Inhale, lift, bending the elbows. And exhale, rounding down. Come back to center. Bring the arms up into cactus. making sure before you twist that you grow tall through that spine. We never want our spine to be hunched down or collapse when we come into a twist. So taking that inhale, growing that spine long, and then exhale as we rotate the torso right. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate left. And inhale, center. We're going to work on the core. So we're going to draw that navel in as we sit tall through the spine, keeping your hands in cactus if this feels good and right to you. We're going to draw that right knee up and exhale, press the leg forward, flexing the foot. Inhale, bend the knee back, and exhale, foot to the ground. Other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, down. Now we're going to add our arms to that. So we're going to inhale, lift. When we extend the leg, the arms are going to go long, palms down. Inhale back into cactus as the knee comes up, and exhale, down. Other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, extend arms and legs, hold. Come back up and come down. And bring the arms down. We're going to come into a lateral lean. So we're going to take our hand to our hip. Inhale, the arm up, growing tall through those fingertips. Take a breath here. Exhale as you lean the torso to the side. Pause and breathe here. And inhale, come back up, release that hand down, and other side. Inhale up, growing long through the fingertips. And exhale as we lean the torso. Feeling that good stretch in that whole side body. Inhale up and exhale down. We're going to take that hand back to the hip. We're going to take our opposite hand and put it on the outside of the knee. Right on the thigh above the knee. Sit tall. Another twist here. So take a breath in, making sure we're nice and tall in our spine, and then we exhale as we rotate that upper body in that twist, strengthening our spine. Hold here, connect to the breath, and rotate back to center. Opposite hand comes to the hip, opposite hand to the outside of the opposite leg. Sitting tall, tall spine. Exhale into the twist. And inhale back to center. We're going to come into seated warrior one. So we're going to turn sideways on your chair. I'm on a bench, so I can't take my leg all the way over. But if you're in your chair, you're going to turn sideways in your chair. And your one leg, the toes are completely facing out to that side. That knee is completely facing out to that side. Mine's a little at an angle because I'm on a bench and I can't take my leg over. Your other leg, you're going to extend it long back behind you. Now you can either extend that leg out straight so that the knee is straight, but if that doesn't feel good and right in your body and your hip, then bend the knee and roll over the toe. And having that knee facing down to the earth as far as feels right to you. So if it doesn't feel good to have that knee pointed all the way down, just walk that toe up and have that extended leg more at an angle. So we're facing the side of our chair the way our toes are pointed, and we're going to bring our arms out into cactus, keeping the shoulders down, keeping the arms level. Just hold here and breathe. Gaze is straight out to the side of the chair, connecting to the breath. 3 rounds of breath. And then release the hands down. Now we're going to take that leg and we're going to extend it out to the side. So it's extended out in front of us, and our toes are again pointed to the side of the chair. So both of our feet are pointed sideways now. We take our outside arm and we connect it to the leg just above the knee on the thigh. And we're going to stay in cactus, or we're going to inhale up. So it depends on your shoulder and your arm. You're either here or you're dropped down here. And if you're dropped down into cactus, make sure your palm is facing the outside. Take a breath in, exhale, lean toward that extended leg. So if you're in cactus, you're here. If you have your arm extended, you're here. And just hold, breathe. Gaze straight ahead, keeping the upper body relaxed. One more breath, and then inhale, coming back up. Drop the arm down and pivot in the chair. So we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So you have your foot facing the side, and you have your other leg either extended back and the knee is straight, or we have the knee bent. We're going to come into cactus arms. Going to hold and breathe. Gaze straight ahead. Connect to the breath. Seated warrior one. And then we're going to drop the arms down. We're going to take this outside leg and we're going to extend it out long. It's parallel to the chair. Toes are still pointed to the side of the chair. We're going to take our outside hand, connect it to the thigh, just above the leg. Inside arm. Remember, we're either in cactus with the palm facing out, or we grow tall through that arm. So whatever feels better to you in your shoulder, and just keeping the shoulder relaxed if you do have your fingertips toward the sky. And exhale as we lean toward that extended leg. Pause here and breathe, feeling the stretch in that whole side body. And then inhale, coming back up. Release the arm down, turning back to the front of the chair. We're going to have our legs about hip width apart. We're going to put our hands on our thighs, fingertips pointed in. We have a little bend in the elbows. We're going to release our back in a half forward fold. So take a breath in. We're sitting tall. We don't round the spine here in our fold. We hinge at the hips, flat back coming forward, our elbows bend. And just lower that torso down toward the thighs as far as feels good and right to you. Keeping your head in extension of your spine, gazing down between the feet. Connect to the breath here for a couple of rounds. Stretching that back out. And then inhale, draw the navel in as you bring that torso back up. We're going to get ready to stand, so rock on your heels and toes. So just lifting the toes, then lifting the heels. And just keep rocking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And come up into standing position. We're going to do a little flow for our spine, so just making sure that you have your chair there, just in case you need it for your balance. We're going to bring our arms up into cactus. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to draw those elbows slightly back and then lift with the chest and look a little bit up if it's safe for you. If not, you're going to keep that spine and that torso steady and you're just going to bring the elbows slightly back. So again, honor your body, do what's right. Come back to center. Allow the palms to connect. Take a breath in, exhale as we bow down. Inhale up. Open the arms into cactus. Take a breath in, exhale, dip. Come back up and dip the other way. And come back up. Nice, long, tall spine here. Exhale as we twist. Inhale, center, and exhale, twist. And inhale, center, and release the arms down. Roll the shoulders back, and roll the shoulders forward. We're going to come into tree pose. So standing beside or behind your chair, whatever's better for you. We're going to shift our weight over toward our left foot. And we're going to go up on the toe of the right. And I'm not sure if this is mirroring on this video or not. So when I cue the left foot, if you're seeing it as the right, then just follow along on the video. So we're going to turn our foot, we're on the toe out, the knee is pointed outward. We're holding that chair with our one hand. We're going to take our hand that our knee is out, and we're going to connect that hand to our opposite shoulder. We're going to make sure our spine is nice, long, and tall. We're going to pick an object to bring our gaze to and letting everything else go. And then connect to the breath. And then maybe see if you can come up on a fingertip hold on that chair. So we still want to be safe and hold that chair, but maybe come on your fingertips to allow a little wobble to happen in that leg. And then hold the chair again. Inhale, your branches up, still holding onto that chair with the one hand. And exhale, come down and put that sole of the foot on the earth. We're going to do that same flow on the other side. So we shift all of our weight to our standing leg. We go up on the toe of the opposite foot. We turn that knee out so the heel connects to the inside of the standing leg. We're holding onto that chair with one hand, and we take our opposite hand to our shoulder. We find that focal point. We bring our gaze to that point, letting everything else go, but just focusing on the breath and our focal point. And then maybe if it feels safe to you, come on that fingertip hold of the chair. Seeing how steady you feel here. And then holding back onto the chair. Inhale your arm up. Let your branches go, flourishing to the sky. And exhale, bring the arm down and bring the sole of the foot back down. Bring your hands to your hips and just bend a knee at a time, just working the hips back out. So I don't have my chair in front of me, so I'm just going to mimic having a chair in front of me. So you're going to come back behind your chair. You're going to walk about 2 steps away from the back of the chair, and we're going to come into our perfect posture pose of mountain. So we have our arms alongside our body, palms flip forward, shoulders back and down, gaze straight ahead. And just feel the body coming into that perfect alignment. Picture the spine in its perfect alignment, the pelvis steady, neutral, and still. The weight distributed evenly on both sides of the feet. And then inhale, bring the arms overhead, reaching the fingertips to the sky. Flip the palms forward, hinge at the hip hinges, and come down halfway, hands connecting to the back of that chair. Pushing the hips back, releasing the back, releasing the hips. Gazing down between the arms. Now holding on to the chair back, we're going to take a giant step forward with our one foot. Our opposite leg stays back, opposite leg, the leg behind us, we can turn those toes a little bit out to the side. That front foot that we have coming toward the chair, we're going to put a bend in that knee. We're going to make sure that we see our toes. And we're going to hold on to the chair with one hand, and we're going to bring that opposite hand up into cactus. Now, if you feel steady and you feel secure, bring your other hand up into cactus. But if not, keep that soft hold on that chair back. Standing warrior one. And then if it feels good and right to you, inhale the arms overhead, reaching those fingertips skyward. If not, just stay in cactus. Most of the weight is on the back foot. If you have your fingertips skyward, we're going to drop back down. And we're going to put our hands back on the chair, and we're going to step our feet together. Step back away from that chair back again. Coming back into our perfect posture, our perfect alignment of mountain. Shoulders are back and down. Weight is distributed evenly. On the next inhale, bring the arms overhead. Exhale into that forward fold over the chair. Connecting to the breath. Feeling the back release, letting the shoulders release. Holding on to the back of the chair, opposite foot now comes forward toward the chair. Opposite leg is still behind us. The leg behind us, the toes are out just a little bit to the side. And then we put a bend in that front leg. We make sure that we see our toes. And then holding on to one side of the chair with one hand, come up into cactus arm. Connect to your breath. See how steady you feel. Maybe bringing both arms up into cactus. Just relaxing the upper body. Connect to the breath. Standing warrior one on this side. And then staying in cactus, or if it's good and right to you, inhale those arms up. Fingertips reach toward the sky. Bring the hands back to the chair and step the feet forward. And then release the arms and just step slightly back away from the chair. We're going to come into a slight lean. So we're going to take our one hand and it's going to connect to the side of our body, and our other hand is connected to the side. So we have both hands on our upper thigh. Take a breath in on an exhale. Lean the body and let those fingertips slide down the leg. And then take your gaze up and off to the corner of the ceiling. And then inhale, sliding back up. Exhale, opposite way. Hands are still connected to the body. And gaze goes up and off to the other corner of the ceiling. And then inhale, coming back to center. Put your hands on your hips, open your feet a little bit apart, little bend in the knees, and rotate the pelvis around. And then take it the opposite way. And then just come back to sitting back down in your chair. If you have water nearby, go ahead and take a sip of water now. And if you didn't, this is the perfect time to just reconnect to the breath. So either taking your sip of water or softly closing your eyes. Just reconnect to the breath. Feeling your breath slow once again. Feeling the work you did standing. Maybe scanning the legs and the hips. Seeing how they feel. And then if you had your eyes closed, softly open them now. We're going to go up onto the toe of our one foot, and we're going to wrap our hands around the front of the knee, and we're going to draw that knee up. Now, holding on to the knee, we have it about halfway up. We're just going to lower it down and bring it up. So it's not going all the way down to the earth. We're just lowering it as far as our hands can go and bringing it up about 3 times. And then we're going to take our hands underneath the thigh, lace your fingers together, and extend that leg out long. While the leg is extended out long, circle the ankle 3 or 4 times in one direction. And then circle it 3 or 4 times the opposite way. And then draw that knee back up to the chest as we sit tall. And exhale it down. Other side, go on the toe, draw the knee and lace the hands in front of the shin. And then release it about halfway down and draw it up. Release it down, draw it up. Release it down and draw it up. Take the hands and lace them together under the thigh and extend the leg out. Circle the ankle 3 or 4 times one way. And then circle it 3 or 4 times the opposite. And then draw that knee back into the body, hugging it in, and release it down. We're going to open the feet apart. So we're opening the legs and we're having those toes pointed a little bit out to the sides. We're going to connect our hands to the thighs. The elbows are slightly bent, and we're going to circle our torso around. So just making a nice circle with the upper body about 3 or 4 times. And then take it the other way, circling around. And then heel toe the feet together. We're going to take a breath in and we're going to bring our arms overhead, opening them into a V, and we're going to circle the wrists as the arms float down. And then bringing them back up and circle them the opposite direction as they go down. And then 3 rounds of cat and tilt at your own breath ratio. So hands connect to the knees. Softly close your eyes to just make this part your own. Inhale, lifting with the chest. Head goes up. Hold there until you need to exhale. And then we round the spine, tuck the chin, and go down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And then just bring the torso back upright and scoot back in your chairs. Allow your hips and your back to rest against the chair back. Allow the feet to become grounded upon the earth. Softly close your eyes. Become aware of your breath. Scan the body, starting at the toes all the way up to the head. Seek out any tension that's remaining. If you find an area of tension, when you breathe, imagine that inhale going to that area, releasing the tension. Comes out with the exhale. Let's do that 2 more times, seeking out tension, tightness. Letting it go with the exhale. Starting to feel the body release downward. The feet becoming more grounded to the earth. Shoulders dropping away from the ears. The mind starts to become calm and still. Bring all your awareness to the feet, feeling them grow heavier with each exhale. And then saying in your mind, my feet are completely relaxed. My feet are completely relaxed. Scanning up the ankles, the shins, the calves, knees and thighs. Feeling them release and sink downward. Saying in your mind's eye, my legs are completely relaxed. My legs are completely relaxed. Bring your awareness to your pelvis, hips, and tailbone. Every exhale you take, sinking downward a little more to the support below. Scanning the back, the entire spine, the abdomen, the chest. Saying in your mind's eye, my complete midsection is completely relaxed. My complete midsection is completely relaxed. Coming to the hands, the wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms and shoulders. Every exhale you take, they become heavier, more drawn downward. Saying in your mind's eye, My arms and shoulders are completely relaxed. My arms and shoulders are completely relaxed. Coming up to the neck, the head, the face, the scalp and the brain, completely relaxed. Saying in your mind's eye, my entire body is completely relaxed. My entire body is completely relaxed. Remaining here for the next 3 or 4 breaths, repeating in your mind's eye, your body is completely at peace, calm and relaxed. And then slowly coming back to the space you're in by maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, or maybe bringing a gentle movement to the head, whatever feels good and right. And then bring that movement to stillness, very softly and gently opening the eyes, bringing the hands together at heart center. And as always, the light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for joining me for class. Namaste.